guys aren't ready, because I'm not ready, so I know you're not ready. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. You guys already know what's up. I have received the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal palette. Today's the day. We are demoing, we are reviewing, we are swatching, we're doing the full shmang of the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal eyeshadow palette. So when I was swatching this, I did swatch it in rows of 2, and then I put the black and the white, you know, because it's large pans. I just threw those swatches into the last one. It swatched beautifully. I had 0 issues with patching or sticking or anything like that, and I do swatch on a dry arm. And then, of course, we're going to be using all but 3 shades on my eyes today. So, now that you have seen the swatches, I think let's get to the best, most funnest part. I am, of course, only going to be doing my eyes in today's look because we are going full on rainbow, but I will be sure to leave all my face products in the description box down below. And of course, don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of my video. I always do an up close of my eyeshadow look so that way you guys can see the true beauty of the blend, because you know, you can't really see from that far away. You're not seeing how hot my eyeshadow looks. So if you're curious to see my thoughts and opinion on the new Blend Bunny Cosmetic Primal palette, as well as seeing me demo and review it for you guys creating this look, then you already know what to do. Definitely keep on watching. So I went ahead and I did one eye first. I obviously already did my face makeup as well, and I also added more blush in my highlight. I haven't done it to this side yet, but this is the look that we're going to be creating today. I literally used every single color besides 3 out of this palette, so I hope you guys are excited as I am. I'm actually going to start by taking this purple shade, which is called Instinct, and I'm just going to be taking it on this little tiny detail brush. My brushes are all dirty, and forewarning, I use a shit ton of brushes. So I'm literally just tapping this shade down, and I'm not going to take it too far because I want to fit all of the other colors, but literally just tap, 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 and give the edges a soft little blend. Next, I'm going to take the shade Lethal, which is this beautiful maroon, which is probably, this is my favorite color. I don't know if my favorite color in this palette, because this palette has so many stunning shades, but this type of maroon is definitely one of my favorites. I'm just going to be taking the Orange Untamed on a fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna start blending this shade right out. This is pretty much gonna be like the only orange shade in this section. I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of the pastel yellow, but you're really just gonna pack this down. And I'm not worried about blending. I'm gonna go through and blend everything. Next, I'm just gonna take the yellow shade, which is called Ray, and I'm just gonna take it on this nice packing brush, and I'm just gonna pat this down right next to the orange. I think that these are like the primary like colors right here, and I'm living for these tones. So I'm literally just gonna pack this down, and then because this is like the yellows, I'll just go ahead and take the shade Pray and blend that edge out a bit, just like that. Okay, so next I'm going to take the shade Exotic, which is this beautiful purple, and I'm just going to take it on this little fat, like, round brush. And I'm going to start blending this out. This is definitely like a pinky purple. Super pretty. Then I'm going to take this beautiful pink. Look at this effing pink, man. It's called Nectar. I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush. And that's going to be what we're blending this out with. This is like milkshake pink. When I think of strawberry milkshake, this is what I think. So again, I'm just laying it down. And then I'll go through and blend it a little bit better. Alright, so next I'm taking this very deep, this red is, oh, you guys have no idea. When I did it on this eye, I literally like, you know, like I, you choke a little bit on your on your gasp. That's what I literally did because this red is so stunning. So I'm just taking it on that same brush and I'm just going to blend that out. Dust the brush off, and then I'm going to take the shade Warning, which I think is like a more pastel-y pinky red, which is perfect for blending this up. Did you see how effortless that blend was, guys? So now for the orange, I'm just going to go back in a little bit and just kind of go over that. Blend, just perfect it. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the black shadow. I'm just going to take this in a Morphe M506 brush. And I'm just going to add this right into the outer corner. Just deepen it up a little bit. And then I'll go through and kind of blend that into these colors back here. Alright, let's take some cut carver and cut out my crease because I want this to be very stark. Alright, so now we're just going right into the blue, which is called Ink. Oh, this shade of blue is so pretty too. And I'm just going to immediately pack this down right in my outer corner, wing liner shape, you know? Now I'm just taking the shade Poisonous on the same brush. And I'm going to pack that down right next to the blue. This is shade Camouflage. Shade Toxin. And I'm also going to take some of the purple called Mimic. Well, this is more of like a periwinkle. And I'm going to tap that up here on the blue, just to give it a seamless blend. So starting with the shade Ray, which is the yellow, packing that right next to the green. Then I'll go with the shade Prey, which is the pastel, and pat it on top. And then of course I'll blend those together. But not yet. Not yet. Now I'm going to take the white shade, which is called Hidden, and I'm going to pack that all in this area. Look at that beautiful white. I'm also going to take a little bit of the shade Soil right in this bottom part right here by the yellow and the green. Just a smidge. It's going to help the black that I'm going to put blend into that a little bit better. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like. Now I'm going to take some more of the black Nocturnal, and I'm going to kind of smudge this in like a wing shape under all those colors, and then I'll go through and help blend this black into those colors too. Okay, so from under my eyes, I'm going to take the same blue, green, and yellow shade, and then, you know, I'll blend the outer part with some purples. Okay, so now I'm pretty much going to use all of the shimmers besides the green. So I'm going to start with the gold, orange, red, pinky red, purple, and then this blue. I needed to use this blue, this like sapphire blue. I needed to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my Duo Lash Glue. I'm going to draw a line. And then I'm going to take this really tiny brush, starting with the shade Regal, which is the gold. I'll take the shade Potent, which is the orangey red. I think this could lean either red or orange, but because I'm putting it by the orange, it's leaning more orange, but it's definitely like a red. Dust it off, shade Feral, which is the pinky red. I'll lay that right there. Dust it off, shade Pheromone, which is the purple. I'm just like tapping it down, and then I'll kind of dust it back and forth. And then shade Morph, which is that beautiful, beautiful sapphire blue. And I'm going to put that right in the end here. Now I'm going to take a really tiny brush and take the black and do that little inner corner liner moment. And I'll also make sure that it's matching to this point. Okay, you guys, so here is the completed look using the brand new Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal eyeshadow palette. So I wanted to kind of give you guys my final thoughts and opinions on this palette and just kind of like my overall thoughts and opinions on Blend Bunny Cosmetics. So I did receive this palette in PR, but that doesn't sway my opinion as far as products go. If it's good, if it's good, if it's bad, it's bad. You know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to do like a little bit of a... So, okay. When Blend Bunny like announced that she was coming out with another palette, I'm like, okay. I'm like, she's done the colors, she's done some neutrals. I'm like, what's next? What else could she possibly think of in her little creative little mind there? And this is giving very much primary colors, but also it's really giving like tropical. I don't know how she did it, how she hits the mark every single time with these eyeshadow palettes. But she does, let me tell you. I really do appreciate the large pans for the white and the black. I think that's kind of like a staple in every palette to have a black and a white. And especially if like that's your most used shades, it makes sense to have these like really big pans. So I do really appreciate that. The shimmers are phenomenal. Super, super sparkly. I do really love Blend Bunny Cosmetics shimmers. I think they're so beautiful. I used all of them besides the green. I liked it. Now, I do have to say this row right here, when I swatched it, I don't think I have ever used such buttery, pigmented, matte shadows. I was like so blown away, even just by the swatches of specifically this deep dark row. And of course, I always love the way that she sets her palettes up into color story like rows, as well as from light, medium, dark. I just really love her aesthetic. It has my heart and soul, let me tell you. I'd say the colors that catch my eye the most in this palette is definitely this section here of the brown, the yellow, the green, and then this periwinkle. I love that. I also really love like this section here. I don't know. I really think that she did such a good job incorporating every single color, but still making it different from her other palettes. So I do really, really enjoy that. 10 out of 10. Goddamn. Maybe even 14 out of 10. Yeah, put your undies on, baby. If you don't know, this palette does launch today, which is the 15th. So this, by the time you guys see this video, this palette is live, and I would highly recommend getting your hands on it, especially if you haven't tried any of the other palettes, you were nervous. This is the one, baby. This is the one. I do love all of her other palettes, but God, does this one just hit the soul different. You know what I mean? So yeah, in case you were curious about my opinion, I fucking love it. End of story. Bam. But that is going to conclude today's video. I will 1000% be doing more videos and tutorials using this Primal palette. So definitely make sure that you stay tuned, like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And without further ado, we're going to go right on ahead. Roll the clip.